Hot Beat! In the recent movie, The Fatal Encounter, Youngmin, there's something that Kim Jong-jo emphasized again and again. If you try your best with the smallest things, it'll be done with care. When things are done with care, it shows, and when it shows, it becomes bright. When it comes bright, it touches other people, and when others are touched, they change. Kim Jong-jo's point was that when you want something to change, you need to try your best with everything. No matter how small it may seem, only a person who tries their best can change themselves and the world. Do you agree? This is Kevin's Hot Beat. Our first song on Kevin's Hot Beat for Monday, May 26th was 말만해, What You Want by Kanto featured by Kim Sung-gyu. Hello guys, I'm Kevin from ZEA. It's easy to say that you're trying your best, but it's not so easy to make it true. But the only way to make a dream come true is to put in the time and effort. Everything comes down to the basics. You should never forget that. Now, here is how you can tune into Hot Beat. We've got FM stations in Jeju-do Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune into us from New York in the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on our Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. The winner of today's Mission Impossible will take home an exclusive Polaroid photo of ZEA. And on part 2, we'll be back with Panita on Hello Stranger. Hello. Now, let's kick off today's Hot Beat with 2 songs. 연애의 조건, Love Options by Bestie, 보름달, Full Moon by Sunmi, featured by Lena. Mission Impossible. Today's winner will receive a Polaroid photo of ZEA. Here is your first hint. This means to make an existing movie, song, or drama into something new. Usually, the original plot or title is used in their original form. What is this? Number 1, parody. Number 2, remake. Number 3, sampling. If you know the answer, post it on our Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. Now, while you're doing that, here is one song for you. Blue Rain 2012 by Girls' Day. Alright, here is the second hint on Mission Impossible. Many old songs are being recreated by idol stars, including Sunset Glow, Thorn Tree, You Will Never Know, and Girls' Generation. And sometimes new versions become more famous than the originals. What are these new versions called? Number 1, parody. Number 2, remake. Number 3, sampling. If you know the answer, post it on our Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. Now, more music for you. 붉은 노을, Flaming Sunset by Big Bang. Here is your last Mission Impossible hint. Recently, IU released an album called A Flower Bookmark, filled with these that recreated songs from the 1970s and 1980s. What are these? Number 1, parody. Number 2, remake. Number 3, sampling. If you know the answer, post it on our Happy Message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. Now, here is one more song for you. 태어나줘서 고마워. Thank you for my love by Vix. Now here is a recap of today's Mission Impossible. Hint number 1, this refers to creating new version of movies, music, and dramas. Number 2, Idols are doing these of old songs including Sunset Glow, Thorn Tree, You Will Never Know, and Girls' Generation. Sometimes the new version become more famous than the originals. Number 3. Recently, IU released an album called A Flower Bookmark, filled with these. Number 1, parody. Number 2, remake. Number 3, sampling. If you know the answer, post it on our Hotbeat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. Today's winner will be receiving a Polaroid photo of Zea. Now, one more song for you, Night and Day by 휘성.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to Uno, Dos, Tres, Cuatro. Chicas bonitas, are you ready to join? Ponte a jugar with Hotbeats.
늦어버린 이야기, Too Late Story by Bittersweet Sound, featured by Pettu. Now, I know a lot of you have smartphones, so I'd like to tell you about our Arirang Radio smartphone app. Just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. ARIRANGRADIO, Arirang Radio. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Just log in once and you can set a total login, so if you haven't got it, you know what to do. Get it now! Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. If you're joining us through PC, log on to the Arirang website and click the on-air button or download the Arirang cast. You cannot play back past shows, so be sure to join us while we're on air. If you feel more comfortable with Korean than English, there's a Korean button on the upper right-hand corner of the Arirang website. So, drop by the Hotbeat website often and leave us your comments. Now, let's listen to some more music. 티가 나나봐, Can't Hide It by 15and 200%, 200% by Akdong Musician, AKMU, requested by Kim Taekyung from Korea. 티가 나나봐, Can't Hide It by 15and 200%, 200% by Akdong Musician, AKMU, requested by Kim Taekyung from Korea. I'm going to take a break to see what messages you've left me. First up, Lavenda07 by Saudi Arabia. Hi Kevin, how are you doing? I'm very good. I'm Lavenda from Saudi Arabia. I started listening to Hotbeat from yesterday, and I really like it. By the way, I can't wait for your comeback. So excited! Love you! Asuka from Japan. Kevin Oppa, good evening. Oppa, rainy season will become soon. I don't like rain, but I really, really like rainy sound. It is so nice, isn't it? After rainy season, someone will come. Oppa, I have a request. New is fine girl. I think it is good for driving. I really want to go drive somewhere. Oppa, please take me. Today's also fighting. I love you, Oppa. Kim Taekyung from Korea. Hello, Kevin Oppa. I took my first exam in middle school, and I think I did well. My teacher showed me my first round of grades and 97 in Korean. 95 in ethics, 100% 100 in social studies, science, math, and Chinese. Wow, amazing. But 89 in math. But that's still good. 89, that's still good. I don't know why I'm telling you this. My request song is 200% by IKMU. Because I love you, 200%, 200%, and because I want my test scores to be 200%. Thank you, and I love you. Monica from Philippines, song request, 특별한 남자, Special Guy by Lunafly. Thank you. Kim Sumi from Saudi Arabia, my first time listening to Oppa, Kevin. Anyways, it's my first time listening to your show. 대투도박. 대박. 대투도박. Okay, I love it, Oppa. Sally from Indonesia. Good night, DJ Kevin. Now it's 10:45 p.m. in Indonesia. I really want to listen to EXO's song, Overdose. It really makes me addicted. Please play that song for me. Ruby from Mexico. My name is Ruby and I'm being Zea's. I'm really happy about the news of your comeback. My birthday is on May, so Zea's comeback is going to be my birthday gift. Oh God, I can't wait! Have a nice day, Kevin, and send my greetings to the rest of the group. P.S. Come to Mexico soon. I really want to. Lu Chen from China. To Kevin, looking forward to Zea's comeback. I looked your new hair. Take care of yourself. Waiting for you in Shanghai. Okay, guys, thanks for sharing. Here is some of your request songs. 중독, Overdose by XOK, requested by Sally from Indonesia. 특별한 남자, Special Guy by Lunafly, featured by Mirio, requested by Monica from Philippines. Alright, you just heard 중독, Overdose by XOK, requested by Sally. And 특별한 남자, Special Guy by Lunafly, featured by Mirio, requested by Monica. Now it's time to wrap up part 1 of Hotbeat, but I'll be back in second half. Here is the last song, 그 남자 그 여자, That Man That Woman by Dietry and 주희.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to listen to the Heartbeat. All the sexy girls out there, are you ready to join? BET Heartbeat.
Welcome back to the second hour of Hotbeat. That was Fine Girl by New Yeast. Let me tell you again how you can tune into Hotbeat. We've got FM stations in Jeju Island, and these are the areas that you can find out. 88.7 in Jeju, 88.1 in Seogwipo, 101.9 in Daejeong, and we've got terrestrial DMB as well. You can also tune in to us from New York in the US via snbus.com or SNB Radio. If you got a smartphone, just search for Arirang Radio in your app store. It's a free app. ARIRANGRADIO, Arirang Radio. You can listen to our program on the move and leave your comments through the smartphone Arirang Radio app. Also, you can listen to Arirang Radio through TuneIn. It's an online radio service site with 40 million users worldwide. You can download TuneIn through Google Play or the App Store. And I'd love to hear from you guys, so leave us your comments, messages, and song requests here on the Hotbeat message board at www.arirangfm.com/hotbeat. You can write your messages in any languages. Now, we will listen to 나쁜 여자, Bad Girl by Kiss and Cry, and One Love by Focus before coming back with Panita on Hello Stranger. Funnier than a comedian, stranger than an alien.
You've never met anyone like this.
Hello, stranger!
Stranger!
Yes, on Monday nights, we get to meet with your most unusual friends together with Panetta. Welcome!
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
How have you been?
I've been good. The weather's so good these
Yes.
days. Yes.
I want to get a tan since it's sunny outside.
Yep.
I am waiting for the pools to open.
Nice.
I want to go to the beach.
Nice.
I'm loving it.
Yes, we are. And, well, actually, last week we talked about a friend who always sleeps on a couch.
Yes.
A boyfriend who's crazy about working out. And a girl who's 31 has never had a boyfriend.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm wondering which story caught our listeners' attention the most. So I see here, first up, Lavenda07
Yep.
from Saudi Arabia. May 19th, a vote for Hello Stranger. I think it's number 2. So number 2 was the guy
who
who's
worked out.
The
The boyfriend, exactly.
Yep, and number 2.
Smarwiya from Singapore also says, I think that would be number 2.
Number 2.
Wow.
Okay.
We have another one from Rinka from Japan.
Yep.
I choose number 1, Queen of the Couches. I have a friend who always falls asleep on the couch listening to Hotbeat and
I
wakes
see.
up at 5 a.m. I'm sure there are a lot of Hotbeat listeners who are like that. Kevin, tell everyone to go to sleep in their beds after your show.
Yes, you should. It's well, it's not bad that you.
But I
when you
think
sleep
after
couches,
a while, it might hurt your back, maybe.
hurt your back. Yeah, true.
you know?
So go to your beds.
Yes.
And listen to Hotbeat.
Yes.
That's
the best way.
That's a bad way, yes. Yugyang from Korea. My vote is for number 1, Queen of Couches. I can understand a guy who's crazy about working out.
Yep.
As long as he's not my boyfriend.
Okay.
Staying single, I can get that. But why would you always sleep on the couch? Sometimes it's comfortable, but only sleeping on a couches, I wonder what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yoon Jung-ah from Korea. For me, it's number 3, the girl who stays single until she was 31.
Yep. And then Pishi from Japan says the number 1 would be Queen of Couches. It sounds like me.
So I see a lot of number 2s and number 1s. So, what do you...
I think the winner's number 2, the
Number
couches.
2?
A lot of people
Couches?
don't get that.
Mm.
I don't get that either. It's not going to be comfortable for every day you're
For
sleeping
every day.
on a couch. I could never.
Well, if it's one of those big couches...
If it's
where-
like a huge couch.
Huge couch and where you can sleep.
Yeah, you could roll them
Roll them out and
then it
make a
becomes
bed.
a bed.
Yeah.
Then maybe.
Maybe, but if it's just a couch...
Regular, no.
Regular, no. I don't
think
prefer
so.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think number 2 is the winner.
Yep.
I wonder what kind of people will be meeting today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so first up, Panita, could you please tell us about some more strange people that you researched?
Yes, I came across, there were so many articles about
Yep.
Kim Kardashian and Kanye
Yes,
West,
yes.
and then come to think of it, their baby's name is Northwest.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. But then thinking about it, there are so many celebrities' names that are so weird. So then I
Alright.
looked up the 20 most bizarre celebrity baby names.
Okay.
And apparently some of the celebrities just don't get enough attention, so they name their kids something really, interesting, kind of dumb sometimes, to stand out. Now here are some of the weirdest. Now starting at number 20,
Okay.
Nicolas Cage, his son, is named Kal-El.
Kal-El.
Do you know who Kal-El is?
Who's that?
It is Superman's father.
Really?
Yes, in the comic book, Clark Kent is real. No. Kal-El is his real name.
Real name.
His real name is Kal-El.
Kal-El.
So apparently Nicolas Cage is like really, a Superman fanatic.
Maybe.
So he wants to name his kid after Superman.
So he loves to read comic books. Is that
Yeah.
what this means?
Yeah.
So he named after Superman.
Yeah, and apparently, there's a fun fact.
Really?
They changed his name from Coppola to Cage in honor of Marvel character Luke Cage. So his name isn't even Nicolas Cage. It's Nicholas Coppola.
Coppola.
But he changed it to
Cage.
Cage.
Oh.
Pretty weird.
And fun fact number 3 was like you said, kid. His kid
name's
named
Kal-El.
Kal-El after Superman.
I mean, Kal-El.
Kal-El.
So crazy. Number 19,
19.
we have Jason Lee. Now, his kid,
Yep.
he's a pretty funny dude. Maybe you've seen a Kevin Smith movie or
Yes,
the
yes,
first
yes.
season of My Name is Earl. But maybe sometimes, he should stop trying to be funny because he named his kid Pilot.
Pilot. Oh no.
Pilot, and that's not all. It's Pilot Inspector.
Pilot. Really?
Yes.
So, should be Pilot Inspector Lee.
I don't know.
I
Because
don't-
it's Jason Lee.
Jason Lee.
Maybe it's just Pilot and then Inspector. So he didn't have the Lee as the last name.
Oh, I see.
Could be.
Interesting. Next, number 18 is Fifi, or what?
Fifi Fi Trixie Bell.
Trixie Bell.
Now that is the child of Bob Geldof and Paula Yates. Now I'm not really fond of these people, but apparently they are an Irish singer and an Irish songwriter. He is Geldof, named his daughter Fifi
Okay.
after his aunt. And his wife was fascinated with the lifestyles of Southern belles, hence the last part. But why Trixie, I think they couldn't, Fifi alone is okay.
Okay.
And then Trixie alone is okay.
Okay,
And
but
also, Belle
Belle,
is okay
is
too.
okay, yeah.
But they just put three names
Three names together.
I feel like they couldn't choose. So they just put all of them
It's
together.
like all of them together, yeah. And number 17, I think this is cute. Apple.
Apple. Now we
think this
all
is
know it's Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin from Coldplay.
Coldplay.
Yeah. Now,
Yes.
at first, we assumed the naming process went a little bit like that time Newton invented gravity. The apple,
Apple, yes.
falling down, but we never paid attention of the history. Anyway, Gwyneth explained the name of an episode of Oprah back in August of 2004, and her exact words was, right, well, basically it was because when we were first pregnant, her daddy said, if it's basically one day, he just said, if it's a girl, I think I should name her Apple.
Apple.
And it sounded sweet.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apple, I mean, if it's a girl, yeah.
If it's
Why
a
not?
girl, Apple.
Or
What about Barry?
Barry. Oh,
actually,
Barry.
That's a guy's name now that I think of it.
Barry.
Like,
Hey, Barry.
Hey,
Barry.
Barry.
Oh, yeah, guy.
isn't it?
Yeah,
I was
guy.
gonna say like Berry.
Or maybe a Peach.
Peach. But would you name your? I would name my dog that though. I wouldn't name my kid Apple
Peach.
or Peach or Berry. Would you?
No, I wouldn't. But it sounds cute though.
Yeah, I think some people can pull it off, and apparently
yes.
they can.
And Coco, number 16 is Coco.
Yes. It's the child of Courtney Cox and David Arquette. Now, I don't think it's that weird.
It's not weird.
Yeah, but according
Coco's-
to Wikipedia, the most trusted source on the internet, of
Yep.
course, they were originally going to name the baby Courtney Cox Arquette, but then this went against David's, Jewish traditions. So they named it Coco after a nickname, Courtney used to have.
Yes.
And then Courtney decided it was a good name after she decided she didn't want her daughter to ever get a spot on the Supreme Court. So Coco
Nice.
it was.
Coco's good. It was number 15,
Is Kid.
Kid.
Yes, child of David Dutronvi and T. Leone. Tia, or is Tia? Is it Tia or Tia?
Tia.
Tia. Yeah, Tia. We enjoy a whimsical play on words as much as the next website, but the Don Chauvinese, apparently shared a hearty chuckle at the thought of being able to shout, "Hey kid!"
Yes.
Except instead of K-I-D, they spelled it K-Y-D. So I guess it's like an inside joke between
yes.
them, which is their kid.
Kid.
Yeah.
And we have number 14, Sage Moonblood, son
Yes.
of Sylvester Stallone.
Wow.
And number 13, Destry,
Yes.
child of Steven Spielberg. Number 12, Maddox,
Yeah.
adopted child of Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt,
Yep.
of course. Number 11, Memphis Eve, child of Bono. Number 10, Ocean, child of Forrest Whitaker.
Whitaker.
Oh,
Forrest. I mean, his first name is Forrest, so why not name
Forrest.
his
Ocean.
kid Ocean? Yeah.
Or maybe Jungle.
Yeah. Who knows?
Jungle. Number 9, Prince Michael
The second.
II, Blanket.
Slash Blanket.
Blanket.
I guess that's his nickname or something.
Blanket.
Yeah.
Child of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Ow!
Yahoo!
Baby! Number 8, Rocket Rodriguez, child of Robert Rodriguez. Number 7, Blue Angel. Oh, well, Blue Angel. Well, that's nice.
Yeah.
Child of The Edge
Yes.
from U2. Number 6, Audio Science, child of actress
Shannon Sossman.
Yes, Osman. And number 4 in 5, Moon Unit and Devarthen Muffin. Is that a name?
That's a name. I mean,
Moon Unit and Devarthen Muffin?
think of your
That's-
teacher calling attendance, and you're like Moon Unit, and you're like present.
Present
That's my name.
and Devarthen Muffin.
Yes. Hello.
Yes, hello there, Devarthen Muffin.
Number 3.
Yes, number 3, Moxie Crime Fighter.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
Moxie Crime Fighter? Oh, a child of Penn Gillette.
Yep.
Number 2, Tomorrow.
That's the name.
That's
so
the
the
name,
first name
Tomorrow.
is 2.
With a T-U.
Yep. And then
Tomorrow.
child
Child
of
of Rob Morrow. Number 1.
Last but not least, child of Jermaine Jackson.
Yes.
His name is Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
We stand corrected.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay, so we actually see a lot of strange names, but I don't think it's their fault, the children's fault.
Yeah,
I think
it's their parents' fault.
It's their fault.
It's so weird.
So weird. What would you name your son or daughter?
I've always liked Oliver and Olivia.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yes.
Oliver.
It sounds just normal, but kind of old, but not too old.
Too old.
It's not like Ruth. Unless if there's a Ruth listening to
Ruthless.
this program,
Yeah,
then
true.
I love Ruth. But if not, then I
If
don't
not.
really like Ruth.
Okay. All right. Now let's begin with our messages. Okay. First up, Hoyunsul from Korea. There's someone in my family who loves dramas, not TV in general, just dramas, no variety, no music shows, game shows, or documentaries, just dramas. And this is my little brother. I don't know why he's so obsessed with dramas. He always watches the broadcast of his favorite dramas, and if he misses one, he has to watch the rerun. He doesn't just watch them, he goes around imitating them during their hairs. He becomes Imino and goes around saying, "너 나 좋아하냐?"
Wow.
Sorry about that. When My Love from the Star was on, he thought he was 도민준 and copied all of his quotes. 이런 밤중에 버티고개 가서 앉을 놈들. I cannot imitate 도민준, but anyways, things like that. It's not just Korean dramas. He loved the British drama Sherlock. And suddenly he started wearing hats and long trench coats. I want to pretend like I don't know him. What do I do with him?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so I see this brother. Younger brother. Loves to watch dramas.
Yes.
He's so into dramas. What's your favorite drama?
My favorite drama, there are so many. I'm not watching any right now.
Why not?
Because when I was little, when I was in like junior high, I was so into the Korean dramas because they were all new. You know, it was like
All new.
huge dynamic of, you know, love story, romantic story, you know.
Yep.
You fall in love with someone and then that person has cancer and we're like, oh my
Oh,
God.
no.
You know, but then nowadays it's kind of like the same thing. It's like on repeat. So I'm not watching anything right now. But I love watching old shows like Friends or King of Queens or Everybody Loves Raymond. Like those family shows.
Friends.
They're
Oh my
such
God.
classics. And every time I understand what she is going through because every time I start watching a show, I start imitating how that person talks.
Oh.
Like I was watching King of Queens.
King of Queens.
And Kevin James's wife is from New York. Well, they are both from New York, but she has a really thick New York accent. So then if I talk, I'm going to be talking like this.
Talking, yeah.
Even though I don't talk like this, I'm
Yeah.
going to start doing like I'm like, that's not how we talk. I'm from LA. But you know, that's how
Yeah,
I start,
yeah,
I
yeah.
impersonate her. And so I understand, but you know, wearing trench coats after watching Sherlock, that's pretty extreme. It shows his devotion. He's a great fan of
If
British
he
dramas.
watches, I think he watched the Prison Break, but you know, after he watched the Prison Break, he will be wearing that the prisoner. What do you call those? That clothes, right?
Yes.
That's
prison jail uniforms.
uniform,
I guess.
whatever. Anyway, I hope not.
Yes, I
No.
hope he just watches fun
It's just fun,
shows.
fun shows.
'Cause
Yeah.
what if he watches like horror films? Is he going to imitate the horror movies?
What do you? What's
There's
that?
like
What's that?
Dexter.
Dexter? Oh no,
I hope he doesn't.
doesn't. No,
Let's hope he doesn't.
Let's not.
Yeah.
Just watch something wonderful, nice,
Yes.
happy, beautiful
Yeah.
things. There are a lot of dramas out there, for guys.
Yeah.
For guys, no, that's weird.
Yeah,
Anyways,
yeah, there are.
like Friends, for example.
Yeah, it's like a no pressure
No
kind
pressure
of fun
drama,
watch.
fun watch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there you go. Well, it's okay to watch drama,
Yeah.
but if it's too much, then it's a problem.
Then it's a problem.
Yeah, but it's okay to liking a drama because I love to watch movies. Like for me, I'm not the I like drama. I love to watch dramas, but if I start my drama first episode, I need to finish it
Me too.
because I cannot just walk away.
I know exactly.
In the middle of the
this is
episode.
what happened. Like if I start watching it from like if it's an old series, then it's already completed. Like
Yes,
nine
The
seasons.
Star Trek,
Exactly.
crazy. Yes.
So I start from one episode and I'm like, oh, let's see how it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I watch it and then I'm like, oh, it's okay, I guess. Let's watch episode number 2 and I'm like, okay, it's got potential. Then
Potential,
episode
yes.
3, episode 4, episode
the
5.
five.
Then I'm like season 5. And then I ended in like 2 days and I'm like, what do I do now?
True.
I
It happened-
binge watch.
It happened to me with the X-Files.
X-Files.
has
I've
this-
never seen X-Files.
It's not that serious.
Okay.
Because
Is it kind of like sci-fi?
Yeah, it's like CSI.
Okay,
type.
I
Searching for the aliens and stuff. But it's okay. It's fun to watch.
It's fun to watch.
Yes. All right. So let's have a music break, shall we? Before we
Okay.
continue, here is 살랑살랑 by Billion. 살랑살랑 by Billion. All right. We just talked about 남동생.
About
his
a brother.
Ho Yun-soo from Korea, watching too much
Dramas and impersonating them.
yes.
If you guys know anyone like this also, please let
Please,
us know.
yes, on our
we want
message
to
board.
know about your strangest, weirdest friends.
Yes, we do.
We have another one from Safina O from the United States.
Yep.
I have a friend who eats food a little weirdly. Let me explain.
Okay.
If she eats an ice cream cone, she will bite the bottom of the cone and suck the ice cream through the bottom. And then with chips, she will lick both sides of her chips before eating them. And with things that has like filling, burritos or donuts, anything with an outer shell of something, she like dissects it,
Oh my God.
eats all the filling, and then eats the outside, the rest. I always wonder why she does these things. Do you know two people like this?
No, I never seen them, never heard of
No?
them. Have you ever?
I've, not to this extent, but I have a friend that likes eating chips in even numbers. So it has to be two, like 2 at a time, or 4 at a time. She'll always eat it like that. And you know how people kind of reach in the bag with 2 fingers?
Yeah.
She'll reach her whole hand.
Whole hands.
And have like two potato chips, and then she'll eat them. It's the weirdest thing.
This is weird.
And she's afraid of fruits and vegetables.
Why not?
I don't know.
Because of the taste? Or
I don't know. Like, she'll eat them, though, but she's kind of afraid of, like, cutting them.
Cutting them?
Or doing anything, like washing them. Like, she'll have a fork and eat
Fork
it,
and eat
but
it,
she
but-
won't touch them or anything.
Well, I think it's not that serious.
I think this is serious. I think this is so weird. What if you were on a date and you had an ice cream cone and she's like, yeah, and then she bites the bottom and then she sucks the ice cream through the bottom?
Oh.
I
Well,
think it's
that would
very
be
weird.
weird. That would be weird, but if that's my girlfriend, that would be weird. But I'm saying, like, if it's my friend, I mean, it's okay, isn't it? I think it's
yeah.
okay.
She's not hurting anyone.
No,
She's
it's
just weird.
It's just weird.
She's just
but,
weird.
I totally agree. Eating the filling first.
No way.
I don't do that, but I agree that
Liar. You totally do that.
I've done that.
I've done-
Yes, I'm being honest here. Okay, with the donuts, I did. You know, when you
Okay.
have donuts, when
the
you have the filling
filling.
inside,
Yeah.
you poke it and then make the filling come out a little bit, and you suck it, and then you bite
No
the outside.
way.
It tastes good.
I've never liked donuts with like jelly fillings or any stuff like that.
Oh, you like the original, huh?
Original.
Like just
the
original.
deep fried with
Deep
sugar
fried with
or
sugar, glazed.
That's it. I've
Yes.
never. I see.
So
Interesting.
it's good. All right. Next, we have Jin from China.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Jin from Beijing. My husband is very stingy. He always turns out and all the lights in the house, and he gets mad when the lights are on in a room with no one in it. We've been married 4 years, and but he's never bought me a rose. Aww. I asked him why, and he says, "Why waste money on something that'll die?"
Okay.
We don't eat out, and when we do, we have to go someplace where we have a discount coupon or somewhere cheap. I want to buy my baby nice things, but because of my husband, I can only get my hand-me-downs. It's not like we're poor. My stingy husband is driving me crazy.
Wow.
Are you well, before we talk about this,
Yes?
are you frugal with your money, or free, or what do you think?
I think when it comes to me, I'm stingy for myself. So if I go by myself to go, shopping or something, I probably won't buy the most expensive stuff. You know, I like getting coupons and saving money. That's the best feeling in the world.
Yes.
Like having something on sale, like half off or something. I'm like, yes, I saved like this amount of money, and I'm so excited. But I think being stingy with your partner, I guess it could be in a good way, like
Yes.
because he's very responsible with his money. He doesn't want to waste it on, not dumb stuff, but like, things that could die, things that could easily pass away. But I think, sometimes if you want to be romantic, you don't have to, the rose doesn't really die. It's the thought that counts.
Yes.
And you could use the dried up petals as potpourri, So
Yep.
I think this really sucks.
Well, I think buying just a rose, it's not that come on, rose is not it's not made up of a gold or something. It's just a
Yeah.
rose.
It's just a rose.
Flowers.
Exactly, and-
How much is it? Like $1?
Probably.
For just one rose?
Yeah, and if you buy like a bouquet, maybe it might be a little
maybe a little
expensive. But women are very, they satisfy of the smallest things. So just a
Yes.
single rose can
Single
make your
rose.
wife very happy.
Or maybe, it doesn't have to be expensive dinner or expensive restaurant. You can just take out to some place where, they have candles or with music.
Sure. Or you could do it by yourself, if you want to.
Yeah.
If you want to save money,
Yep.
then you buy some
But
food, very
food,
cheap, but then you come back home,
Cook
set
for
the
her.
mood. Or you
Yeah.
cook for her. Yeah, that sounds
That'd
so
be good.
romantic.
But I
I
think
hope
this
your
is...
husband is listening to this. He could definitely take
Is
some
he
notes.
listening to this radio? If he does, or if he does this thing, I think. Well, don't get me wrong, but it's not a bad thing.
It isn't.
Saving up money is not a
No.
bad thing, but if it's too much,
Yeah.
then it's a problem.
Yeah, I think it might get a little tiring. Like, what if your wife,
Wife.
or, my husband was doing that? I'd be very sad sometimes.
Sad sometimes.
Because I would feel like, he doesn't want to spend money on me. He doesn't love me.
He doesn't love me
No.
anymore. Oh no.
Exactly.
No. Well, time flies
Time flies
already.
when we're having fun.
Yes.
Is it time to wrap up?
Time to wrap up already.
Oh my goodness.
So, what do you think? What was your strangest?
My strangest would have to be the friend who eats weird.
Weird.
Yeah, he
The
should.
cone at the
Yes.
bottom of the cone.
I don't know how she could do that.
Oh.
It's a very creative way to eat, but for me that
Talented.
was yes. It requires a bit of talent.
bit of talent,
Yeah.
yes.
But for me that's kind of strange. So I will
Okay.
say number 2.
Number 2?
Yes.
I would say number 3.
Number 3.
I know you guys love each other, and it's been 4 years since you
Yes.
guys married. But, your husband will always will love you, so
Yep.
don't worry.
Don't worry.
But with that rose and going out, having a discount coupons, like if he does that all the time, I think,
it could be a problem.
it could be a problem
Yeah.
for me. So number 3. Okay, so tell us about any stories that you want to share on our segment, Hello Stranger. Please leave a message on our message board. And also, if you think, what do you think?
For our messages
Today's
today.
messages today.
You please don't forget to vote.
Vote.
Whether it's number 1, the drama crazy brother,
Yep.
or if it's number 2, my friend's weird food habits, or if it's number 3, my husband or Mr. Scrooge. Please
짠돌이 남편.
vote on our message board.
Yep. So, this is our last song for today. Here we go.
It is
Yep.
늑대들은 몰라요. The Wolf is Stupid by Tint.
Featured by Chunji. All right, Panita, I'll see you tomorrow, right?
See you later.
All right, bye. And now it's time to hear your request songs on Here I Am. Today's request comes from Lijin from Korea. Hello, Kevin. I fell asleep at work today. I feel like I'm dreaming even when I'm awake these days. I remember last spring I dozed off in the lab and burned my arm. Oh, on the hot plate. This weather is dangerous. Everyone says they like happy songs when the weather gets warmer, but I still like slow songs. So my request song is Four Men's Love, Love, Love. Okay, here is Lijin's request song, Four Men's 사랑해, 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 Love, Love, Love. And also, this is my song recommendation for you, 봄 타나봐, by 서인국. Alright, you've just heard 사랑해, 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 Love, Love, Love by Four Men, requested by Lijin from Korea. And also my recommendation song for you, 봄 타나봐 by 서인국. Let me tell you the answer to today's quiz. The answer was number 2, remake. The winner will be announced after the show on a Happy Message board. If you see your name on the list, leave us your name, address, phone number, and your country. Today's winner will be receiving a Polaroid photo of Zea. Now, here is one song for you, 다음 날, The Next Day by Juniel. Now it's time to close out Hotbeat for Monday, May 26th. I'll be back tomorrow with Panita on Dish and Wish. And also Mission Impossible will continue tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. 안녕!